At Ajax, we constantly think about whether we are moving from 0 to 1. Are we inventing something or just riding on a past achievements and slightly improving existing products? What pains do our users have today? What in a modern house has gone out of date and urgently needs to be reinvented? And sometimes we get unexpected answers to these questions, answers that ground our new products. I'm sure you will be surprised. Today, we will convince you to use the light differently. Meet Ajax LightSwitch, a lighting control from Ajax. Why did we choose the light? Firstly, this is the biggest benefit of civilization that has not changed for almost 100 years. Attempts to bring lighting to a new level occur regularly, but they have not yet become mainstream for various reasons. The complexity of integration, poor user experience, price, quality, etc. Secondly, we have a superior technology stack to deliver an outstanding product for lighting control. And third, we already have over 1 million facilities connected. Our users love Ajax, and we believe we can establish a new generation of lighting control. So the time has come to offer the world our vision of what modern lighting should be. LightSwitch is a smart switch. One of the main problems in a modern smart home is the complexity of integration. Highly qualified specialists are needed with many mounting works, junction boxes, and complex hardware. This was the first problem to be hacked. So we have simplified the installation process to its minimum. You just take out your old switch and replace it with a new Ajax LightSwitch. That's all. You do not need to ditch the walls, install signal wires, or change something in a junction box. You don't even need a neutral wire. Power comes through a live wire which your old switch has been controlling. Control comes through a jeweler modified for home automation. In terms of dimensions, the light switch is identical to the traditional European switch. An electrician needs 10-15 minutes to replace it, including dismantling and mounting a new one. Moreover, LightSwitch supports a wide power range of light bulbs, from 5 to 600 watts. This means that it is suitable both for a big hall chandelier and a small night lamp. Next, we wanted to connect the lighting to the intellect and the internet. After all, there are multiple cases when the lights should switch on and switch off automatically. For instance, to switch off lights when we go to bed, or switch them on when we come home, or switch off all the lights when we leave the office. Switch on if an alarm goes off, or set up a schedule. And it's also amazing when you don't have to leave the couch to control the lighting, and you can control it remotely. You left the house, forgot to switch off the lights, took out your smartphone and switched them off. You lay on the couch, too lazy to get up. Take out your smartphone, switch it off. Sounds cool, right? To bring all the above to life, we use the jeweler wireless technology and our hub running the Malevich OS. We deliberately did not use common technologies for automation such as Z-Wave, Zigbee, or Wi-Fi due to their short range and low reliability. Quite often, smart switches in the concrete walls simply do not have a reliable connection. You press the button and the light does not switch on. As a result, value is lost. Working with security has taught us that all signals must be delivered. In a security system, an undelivered alert can cost millions of dollars or even human life. Therefore, we use frequency hopping and guaranteed delivery system. We constantly monitor communication quality and have the best radio range in the world. With the same commitment, we approach communication in the lighting control system. We modified jeweler, developed custom antennas placed in the front panel, and got a range of about 1 kilometer in a line of sight. Even considering that LightSwitch is located in a concrete niche, we can easily cover a private house with an area of hundreds of square meters without range extenders. Another critical element is the brain of the system. Traditionally, a smart home control panel is a weakly stable software run on Linux, quite buggy, difficult to configure, and often out of touch. Or a recent trend toward cloud scenarios. That means that if there is no internet, there is no automation. In our case, we use our standard security Hub Plus and higher. Communication with the outside world occurs through 2 communication channels at least. Therefore, even if the Ethernet is lost, you can always control the light through the cellular channel. Scenarios are created and executed in Malevich OS, which together with an Ajax hub is located on site. Unlike most smart home panel OS, Malevich is a real-time operating system. It does not lag, it does not freeze, it instantly loads and instantly performs all actions. It takes less than a second from a tap on a smartphone to the light switch on. A scenario is executed in less than a second as well. Next, we wanted switch to be cool and modern. Today is the era of touch surfaces. Pushing buttons is not cool anymore. So we decided to make the switch touch sensitive, but at the same time convenient. And you know, it's not easy with a touch sensor. When you press a physical button, you feel an instant response to your action. Your brain does not notice a delay, but with touch surfaces, it's different. Once I borrowed a British supercar from my friend, an insanely beautiful car. The first thing I did behind the wheel, I've tried to turn on the music. But it was not easy. I had to squeeze the touchscreen with my finger literally. It irritated me terribly. Such a trifle broke all the splendor of the car. After that, we did quite a lot of research on different sensor surfaces, and the Ajax engineering team had the task of ensuring that your brain would not notice the interaction with the switch sensor surface. After all, our light control is not for the wow factor in the first place. It is for an owner who uses it 100 times a day. Control from a smartphone and various scenarios are very important, but most of the time you use LightSwitch to switch the lights on or off by your hand. And we wanted that every time you touch it, you think, damn, how good these guys from Ajax do their job. Keeping in mind that there is nothing more annoying than unresponsive sensor, we have been working for over a year to make it responsive to any type of touch, light or strong, anywhere on the sensor surface. I will say more. You can even just put your hand close to the light switch and it will switch on. So now your kids finally will not touch it with their dirty hands. Magic. But let's be realistic, they will. At the same time, we achieved no reaction to interference by using an excellent responsive sensor that it is not susceptible to electromagnetic interference. This is one of the light switch know-hows. Another problem with sensor is that you don't understand when a button is pressed and when it isn't. That's why you feel mechanical feedback in LightSwitch. We have been working hard to ensure that sound and vibration evoke positive emotion. Listen to how cool it clicks. You always understand that you clicked something. Next. A different type of domestic torment is a search for a switch at night. Groping for it on the wall and looking for the right button. To eliminate that, we have added a soft backlight into LightSwitch. By the way, you can disable it in your app when it is not needed. But I left it on. Besides being convenient, it also looks cool. Historically, Ajax devices are white or black. We sincerely believe that these two colors are sufficient to fit the security system into any interior. But with switches, everything is more complicated. We know how important their colors are to you, so we decided to make 8 different finishes: white, fog, gray, graphite, peach, oyster, olive, and black. Moreover, you can change face panels in a few seconds. LightSwitch consists of 2 parts, core and face panel. The core is installed in the wall, and the face panel is placed on it. And if necessary, it can be easily replaced. We also know that you have more than one light switch. You combine 2, 3, 4, and even 5 of them in a row. You can make any configuration with Ajax light switch. You buy the right size frame and then fill it with cores. All the components are reliable, made of quality materials, and designed for hundreds of thousands of interactions. LightSwitch is a device that will last you a long time. Inheriting the best of Ajax security technologies, secure radio communication, stable operation system, automation scenarios, control through the app, LightSwitch expands the Ajax ecosystem and brings more security to your comfort zone. LightSwitch will be available for order in the first quarter this year. And of course, light switches do not live separately from outlets. Therefore, very soon, we will also present you a line of outlets, smart and not so smart, so that all electrics in your home look consistent. And now, let's see LightSwitch in action.